Here's the seed if you want to try this world for yourself. Also, I'll be playing with Keep Inventory on since I'm playing this world for fun and I don't enjoy losing my items and experience when I die. Enjoy! So first things we're going to do is we're going to explore around and then we're going to find some wood. In this first episode, I hope to build a house and a farm. Really close to spawn, I was able to find a village, and I think I'll start farming some carrots and wheat. I'm going to leave the iron golem alive for now because if I kill him, the villagers will die, so I don't exactly want that happening yet. I found a ruined portal in the village and was able to loot it to get some pretty cool items that I'll probably break really soon. I decided I'd start vandalism by breaking some of the villagers' houses apart. I really like this wood type and I'm going to use it to make some of my house. I've also decided that the villagers should stay alive for now since they will be valuable later. I found some barrels and I decided I would take them home since they're better than chest. You can't change my mind. I was originally planning to farm carrots and wheat, but I couldn't find any wheat while in the village, so I decided I'd just farm carrots. But of course for that I'm going to need iron, and to get iron I'm going to need a stone pickaxe. And to get a stone pickaxe I'm going to need to get some wood. But first, let's slaughter some animals. The rest of the flesh harvesting went well, and I was ready to start getting wood to obtain iron, and I'll finally be starting my farm soon after. Other than accidentally using most of the flint and steel durability, nothing much happened while I was getting wood. I made a crafting table, and now I'm ready to get stone and some iron. I found some coal on the way and collected it because I'll need fuel for my furnace. I set about collecting some stone because I usually get 30 stone right off the bat in most of my survival worlds. After getting my 30 stone, I decided to head over to get some iron. I was distracted by a bit of coal but was soon on my way again, only to remember that I needed a stone pickaxe, not a wooden pickaxe. Now with my stone pickaxe, I was on the way to getting my first iron. Unfortunately, there was only 2 iron, so I had to look for more. It was almost nighttime, but luckily I had enough wool for a bed already. However, I did a bit more flesh harvesting. Since I couldn't find any more iron, I decided I'd go up, watch the sunset, then make a bed and go to sleep. Luckily, on the way back, I was able to find enough iron to make an iron bucket and an iron pick. Now that it was morning, most of the mobs would die soon. I found a zombie with golden armor, so I decided I'd take the armor. On Bedrock Edition, you can get zombies to drown, and if they have armor, they'll drop all of the armor. And just like that, I had a full set of golden armor. Now that my farm was built, I decided to plant some carrots. I know it's a very basic farm right now, and I'm planning on expanding it very soon, probably in this episode. I decided the next thing to do would be to find resources for my house. I decided I'd be using diorite, andesite, and granite for my house. I'd also be using some of that spruce wood I borrowed from the villagers earlier. I was planning on making torches to light up my base, then I remembered there are lanterns at the village, so I decided I'd go and get those. After borrowing a few of the village's lanterns, I headed back. While mining, my pickaxe broke, but my motto is always be prepared. I definitely didn't take that from the Boy Scouts. I was breaking grass and I was actually able to find a wheat seed, so now I'll be able to grow wheat and have bread and carrots to eat. I planted my wheat seeds and went out to find more. I got a few wheat seeds and then remembered why I came home in the first place. I needed another pickaxe to continue mining. I made 2 new pickaxes and headed back out to get some more granite. I found the granite again, and my main goal is to have at least 1 stack of each block, and then I'll start making the house. A few of my carrots had grown, so I was able to harvest and replant a few of them. It's almost night, so I decided I'd start building the house. I wanted part of the house to be the polished blocks and part of the house to be the normal blocks. I decided I'd do normal blocks for the walls and polished blocks for the floor. I think I'll have the house connect into the farm, and I'll use the lanterns to keep the farm lit since plants need lights to grow. My house isn't much, but honestly, it looks pretty good so far. I think the walls around the farm should be made out of andesite, specifically polished andesite, because it's expensive, you know? We do expensive things here on this channel. I'm not completely sure if I'll expand this farm, but it's definitely a possibility for future episodes. I spent a large part of the day obtaining more andesite, and I think I finally have enough to complete the base. I decided that the roof of this should be birch wood, so I decided I'd make a few axes and start chopping down some trees. While chopping wood, I don't really know how, but I got lost, so I think I'll explore this new island and see what I can find. I may actually decide to relocate over to this mountain. Now that I was back at the base, first thing I did was start work on the roof. Like I said, this is going to be birch wood, and I'm going to use an axe to make it stripped birch wood. I set up a few lanterns in here, and honestly, I can already tell this place is going to look great. I set out once again to get some birch wood, and hopefully this time I won't get lost. Honestly, I think my new motto is going to have to be get lost, because it seems like that's what I'm best at. Decided I'd try going this way. I don't know if it's the right way or not, but whatever. Either I find my base or I find something new that I like. It's a win. It's lucky I went this way because I actually found a village. I'll steal some of their hay bales, borrow some of their hay bales, and this way I won't have to worry about food for a while. Hey, I actually found a use for some of this coal. I'll be able to get iron armor. While exploring, I found a house built into an awesome cave. Honestly, I think I'll give this a look through later. I don't really have the right gear for mining right now, and like I said, I think it's something I'll do in the second or third episode, as long as I remember. As with the last village, I'll be keeping the iron golem alive because I don't want to come back and find all the villagers gone. The sun was setting, and although it was quite beautiful, I was starting to worry because I really had no idea where my base was. However, I did have a good way to find it, but I needed to get my iron chestplate first. Ah, yes. Where is it? You scammer! Where? Ah, there it is. I was gonna say, what is this, wish.com? There we go. First order of business today is going to be sorting things out because right now the storage situation is absolutely horrendous. After a bit of organizing, I decided that the first barrel would have all of my items and resources, and the second barrel would have all of my tools, armor, and food. I was right. I didn't have enough wood. Honestly, the lanterns do a great job of lighting this base up, and I can't wait to see it finished. I added a few more lanterns, and honestly, this base is looking amazing already. I remembered that I wanted to use some spruce wood in my build, so I'm trying to figure out a way to do that. It's not that I don't want to go out and get more resources, it's just that, well, you know, I don't want to go out and get more resources. While trying to see how I could incorporate spruce wood into this build, I got a nice idea to do every other row spruce. This is going to require a lot more spruce. I think I still will need a bit more birch wood, but honestly, it's going to look great when it's done. I started to head over to the village because I would need a lot more spruce wood for this, and I think that's the only place nearby that I can actually get spruce wood. Playing Minecraft RTX is really so much different from watching videos about it on YouTube, so if you ever get the chance to play it, please do. It's completely worth it. Now that I collected a bit of the wood, I decided I would head back home. Before I left, I noticed how awesome Crying Obsidian looks with RTX on. And also, look at these Magpul blocks. Like, seriously, this game looks so good with ray tracing. With the roof finished, I was honestly just astounded by how good it looks. But there's still a bit more work I'm going to be doing, specifically with the floor. I decided I'd be using polished diorite for the floor since it looks really good and has a nice reflective texture. While replacing the floors, I decided I would replace the dirt in here with oak wood, so I set out to get some of that. Well, with this finished, honestly, it just looks so much better, and just gives my farms a little bit of extra texture that I never knew they needed. Replacing the floor is almost done. I just need a few more materials before that'll be done. I found another wandering trader and, of course, left him alone. I always try to be peaceful and kind and... Now, with the resources I need, I was finally able to complete the new floor. If you enjoyed this episode, please check out StarLeader44's YouTube and Twitch channels since I wouldn't have been able to make this video without the use of his PC. If you want more content like this, stay tuned for episode 2 where I'll be mining and exploring the Nether. Thank you so much for watching, enjoy your day.